What's this? Turns out I wrote the script and then forgot about this video. My disappointment in myself is immeasurable. Anyway, welcome to the video where I will show you some speed paints of how I drew some of my favorite and least favorite artworks that I did last year, while also just rambling about the way too many ideas I have for the ship Xiaobedo. Let's quickly start from the beginning. When we talk about a ship in fandom spaces, we talk about the relationship between two or more characters, most of the time romantic. Genshin Impact is a game you probably have heard about, and it features a lot of more or less complex characters. Amongst them are the homunculus and alchemist Albedo and the last guardian Yaksha, Xiao. Both are well beloved in the fandom as well as in the actual game, where they have a lot of lore reaching hundreds of years into the past. They also have never met, which is why not a lot of people ship them. At least I would say that, if not for the fact that we are talking about freaking Genshin Impact here, one of the largest fan bases in recent years. So even with a rare pair like Xiaobedo, you actually have a large collection of amazing artists and writers. As someone who tends to ship less popular ships, I'm very happy that this ship's community is slowly growing and producing some of the best works I have ever seen in any fandom. With that out of the way, let's talk about last year's Xiaobedo week. We received a bunch of prompts which we are supposed to use as inspiration for our work. If you've seen my videos on the 2021 Xiaobedo week or my very old video of 2020's Fugunara week, you know that usually I really struggle with working with prompts. But this time, it actually worked out for me, which honestly makes me very happy. I also decided to put in a bit of a theme. Since my ADHD mess of a brain loves creating AUs around my ships, every single day features a different AU. AU is short for Alternative Universe, by the way. Okay, now let's dive into this video. Day 1. Royalty. So, this is inspired by... So yeah, I wrote a one-shot earlier that year that was basically adult fun time in a fantasy setting. But I ended up liking this setting so much that I wanna turn this story into a multi-chapter thing at one point. Here's the thing in a nutshell. Albedo is the youngest son of the Frost Elf royal family. Frost Elves basically are a group of elves that live in the snow of Dragonspine. Xiao is a dragonborn, a race that mixes dragon and human properties and can also shapeshift into a full-on dragon because dragons are badass. Both men are forced in the original story to marry to bring peace between both kingdoms. In this new version I wanna write, Albedo actually gets kidnapped and brought to the Dragonborn kingdom, where Xiao has to investigate him. The story has some classic enemies to lovers going on, with Albedo receiving warmth and comfort from the people that are supposed to hate him, and Xiao realizing that not all elves are as evil as he thought. Day 2. Crystalfly. So, have you watched Arcane? As someone who got into League of Legends around 2016, I hyped this show up so much only to be left disappointed. You see, what I love most about League of Legends are the characters and their lore, especially Echo. And while Arcane expanded on some characters' lore who really needed it, they also changed some lore, especially Echo. Mini rant aside, because of all that I really wanted to make a Xiaobedo AU inspired by both League and Arcane. In this AU, the City of Progress is named Sumeru, the Undercity having the name Ormos. Two huge gangs have formed in the Undercity, Mond and Liyue. They coexist, but they are not full-on peaceful terms. When approached by the Queen of Inazuma, both gangs combine their forces to retrieve a special artifact. First of all, we have Xiao, leader of the Adepti Squad, a group of thieves. He's a half Astaya who sleeps around and tries to forget about his past. Then we have Albedo, one of Mond's higher officials with nearly daily contact to the upper city. He takes care of a young girl and is very well mannered. Throughout the story, the two grow closer and gain a mutual understanding for each other. A scene planned for later on is when Albedo is able to reawaken a crystalfly. Crystalflies are like the Brakan in this AU, so magic crystal animals being used as fuel for magic. Another side note, maybe this video comes out after we got the update for the Brakan. So maybe that's not even true anymore. I like crystal animals, so this is what this artwork is about. The awakening of magic causing our protagonists to fly and also Albedo's star mark to glow. I wonder what this could be about. Hint, hint, notch, notch. Anyway, the first 3 chapters are on AO3 under the name of Guns for Hire. Feel free to check it out. Day 3. Music. Every OTP I have needs to have a band AU, but no phonemo. Instead, I came up with this AU some time back. Xiao is a band leader and lead singer, and his label forces his band to take Albedo in as a new member, causing Xiao to be quite jealous. For this day, I actually made a comic, so enjoy a quick random comic dub. Excited for tonight? Yeah, of course. Fuck! That was your 9th try? Shut up. Excuse me? I'm already done. Maybe I could... No. I don't need help, especially not from some annoying little Xiao! Shove your damn pride up your ass and accept some help. Shut up! Calm down, I'm gonna be fast. When did he... Hold still now. I also wanted to make something clear. I'm not here to replace you. Being able to play piano and to sing won't make me the new band leader. I won't rival you in your position. You have nothing to fear. Actually, I hope one day we can get along. I told you before that it's hard for me to trust others. Give me some time. No problem, take your time. By the way, I'm done. Hurry up, you two! We don't want to miss our first performance, do we? Don't worry, we're done. Whoa, I didn't know you can do makeup, Albedo. Can you do mine next time? Sure. Are you two getting along now? Shut up, child. Day 4. Flowers. Hanahaki is a fictional disease that causes people to cough up flowers when they fall in love with someone and think this love is not reciprocated. From here on, there are 3 outcomes. Number 1, confess your feelings. Feelings are returned. You are cured. Number 2, confess your feelings. Feelings are not returned. You die. Number 3, surgery. Get all of that weed and icky feelies out of your lungs and heart. In this AU, Xiao is dealing with Hanahaki in a world of soulmates. Sadly, he fell in love with someone who already had a soulmate, so his way out of this is the surgery. Afterwards, he struggles with feeling certain emotions until Albedo crashes into his life and decides that he needs to help Xiao for ambiguous reasons that won't trigger a lot of crying later on. This artwork is basically a censored depiction of what is going on in someone's body when they have Hanahaki. In the story, there will be sometimes references to how the sickness is like a twisted fairy tale or myth, which is why in general I plan to do more art for this AU depicting the characters as marble statues. This one has also a fanfic out with 3 chapters. Feel free to check it out under Could I Have a Piece of Your Heart in the description below. Day 5. Redemption. So, I am not happy with this one. As my name suggests, I like stuff involving water. This includes mermaids, but especially sirens. So sooner or later I end up doing at least one siren AU for each of my OTPs. In Xiaobedo's case, it's Mare Insomnio. The fic is about a slave afraid of water falling for a siren. This fic actually has over 10 chapters out already, so you know the deal, link down below. Anyway, Albedo is actually a major reason why Xiao gets captured by pirates, starting them out in an enemies to lovers position. There is this moment in the fanfic where Albedo is fully forgiven by Xiao, resulting in a scene where Xiao allows him to spend the night with him, sung to sleep and by that safe from any nightmares. Only problem is that this doesn't come across in my artwork in my opinion. Also some things look a bit wonky and... I shut myself up. Let's continue with the next one. Day 6. Food. So, food includes drinks, which includes alcohol. Okay, I can work with that. This artwork took the most of the work, and it sadly is the one I have the least to say about. It's a simple modern AU where Xiao and Albedo get a bit closer on a party. Also Venti is there, because alcohol. This is the only artwork in this week that does not go hand in hand with a fanfic idea of mine. The longer I think about it, I might could have combined this with my stripper Xiao AU, but now I'm glad I didn't because this AU developed in interesting ways recently. Anyway, I like this artwork actually a lot, and I hope you do so too. Day 7. Fate. Oh, crossover time! Wait, did you really think there would be no crossover this time? Nah, that wouldn't be me. So here we go, with a crossover with Fate, the Wings Saga. I'm kidding. Unless, jokes aside, this is a crossover with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. For those who do know nothing about the anime or manga, it's about a bunch of flamboyant people with very weird ghosts that use these ghosts to kick other ghost users' faces in, and looking fabulous while doing it. I was in a huge JoJo phase for 2 years, in which I worked on a bunch of fan-made stands. Speaking of which, stands are these ghosts that I just talked about. All you need to know about is that one stand is linked to only one person. Stands have bizarre, very specific abilities. They are named most of the time after a song or a music album, and they can be gained at birth or later in life. In this AU, Xiao just recently gained a stand called the Catalyst, which can fuse with parts or even his full body. It causes his senses to sharpen and amplifies his strength, reflexes, all body functions basically. Also, you can touch and hurt stands in that way. The major downside is that his body also becomes more sensitive while doing this. Twice the running speed means twice the pain while tripping. 3 times punching power means 3 times more pain when breaking a finger. Xiao meets Albedo in this first fight, whose stand Sonne has the ability called Engel. Side note, again, I made this AU a while back, and while I was a fan of Rammstein back then, there have been recently some allegations, and I think if I ever do something again with this AU, I will rename the stands. I just wanted to point that out. I'm gonna leave them as they are for now for this video. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Albedo can order Sonne to fixate on a human. The human gets asked a question. When lying or refusing to answer, it causes the stand to attack the questioned person with punches that get more violent with each wrong answer following afterwards. Only after answering with the truth, Sonne will stop what it is doing. It can also only be used 3 times a day. If used more, Albedo will actually receive some damage as well. That out of the way, the average JoJo enjoyer probably knows that Arthur Hirohiko Araki gets inspired by a bunch of older artists and fashion models when it comes to his character's poses and outfits. So I did the same thing here, putting Xiao and Albedo in a similar pose to Gustav Klimt's A Kiss, as well as using one of his more popular portraits to inspire Engel's posing. The little plants are supposed to resemble Xiao's stand slowly developing. Later on it's supposed to turn into a plant-like bird. So yeah, that was my late video about Xiaobedo Week 2022. Again, I found this script randomly on my computer. I didn't think about it for a long while. So here we are right now. Xiaobedo Week 2023 shouldn't be announced yet, but it could be. So please go on Twitter and see if the hashtag is already being used. In general, check out all the artworks that you can find under the hashtags for Xiaobedo Week. They're all amazing. Give all these people some love, please. Now, let's quickly address my amazing Patreons. Yeah, here we go. First of all, the pool tier with Oleander Alchemist. The aquarium tier with 99 Flower 99 and Hamaya. Filled bathtub. Shades. Alicat. Angel Demon. Brina. Bree. Bunny Baby. Crow. Ghostly Halbert 91. Green Socks. Hell Dragon Queen. Irina Korneva. Junka. Kaya. Kelsey Larson. Hitsune Hime. Liam. Link. Mackenzie Fischer. Biholio. Nikki. Renee. And Ryu_Keith0. If you liked this video, well, please like it and subscribe if you like the other stuff I post on this channel as well. I will soon revive the deep dive series and more audiobooks will arrive as well, I promise. If you want to support me even more, as just mentioned, I have Patreon. Well, that one is all about the audiobooks of this channel as well as the character audios I make for my second channel. You can also find me on Twitch streaming from time to time if that is more the kind of stuff you would like to watch. Okay, I think I've said everything I wanted to say. Have a great day, thank you for watching, and I see you next time. I hope. Bye bye.